Hello students, welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. Myself Snehal Mane, teaching you science for grade 6. In the previous class we have started lesson number 6, that is changes around us. So as you know that there are many changes happening around us. Lots of changes are happening, natural, man-made, reversible, irreversible and many more. Yes, so we are going to see about those changes in detail. In the previous class we have also studied about the effects of changes. In what the causes and effects of changes we have studied. So we will have a quick review over it and let's start the studying about more changes. You can see here the effects of changes on object that we have studied is change in shape, change in size, change in structure, change in color, change in position, change in temperature and change in physical state. Change in physical state. So these are the effects of changes. After a change, what happens exactly? This type of changes has formed. Let us see. Change in shape. When a balloon filled with air is pressed between two hands, its shape changes. Then size of logs change when they are cut into pieces. Wood on burning gets converted into ash. This is change in structure. Change in color. A piece of iron becomes red hot on heating. In the same way, you can see the change in color of rusted iron nails. Then change in color of ripened tomato, change in position, the position changes, change in temperature. As we have taken a common example of change in state or form is observed in case of water. Solid ice on warming melts to form liquid water. On further heating, water changes to steam or water vapor. Water vapor is the gas state of water. On cooling, water vapor changes to water and water freezes to form ice. Now change in physical state. Change in physical state. Wax melts on heating and changes into liquid wax. We can see here, on heating wax melts and on cooling the wax melts on heating and changes to liquid wax, and then after if we cool it, it gains back its original position, it changes into solid again. So this is the change in physical state. You can see here, as we have seen just an example, on increasing temperature ice changes to water and water changes to vapor, and changing of this water to vapor is called as evaporation. Evaporation, this happens when the temperature increases, and on decreasing temperature vapor changes to water and water changes to ice. When vapor is changing into water, this process is known as condensation, and water when decreasing temperature changes to ice, it is called as freezing. It is called as freezing. So this happens, a change in state of three forms of water on increasing temperature and on decreasing temperature. Subtopics and types of changes. Now we are going to see a study about the types of changes. So main types of changes that we are going to study in this lesson are reversible and irreversible changes, natural and man-made changes, physical and chemical changes. So we are going to see now. Now what is this? Do you like, everyone? Yes, it's ice cream. Very good. So everyone likes it. Yeah. Now tell me, will an ice cream kept in a cup remain solid after some time? you have taken ice cream to eat and you have kept it so for some time. What happens to it? What happens to it? Will it be the same? No, it won't be the same. Then what happens? It melts. It melts, right? So we can see the liquid form of ice cream. Liquid form of ice cream. Will you eat the melted ice cream then? No, you won't eat. Why? Because you won't like it. Okay. So what you will do? If it is melted, by mistake you have kept the ice cream and it is melted and it changed into liquid. So what happens? You won't eat the ice cream, melted ice cream. Then what you will do? You will refrigerate it. Okay, then what happens? It changes. Yes. Is it possible to get the ice cream back into its solid from its present liquid state? Means now after melting it is in the liquid state. Can you get the ice cream back into solid form? Yes, you can get. Yes, exactly. How you can get it? By freezing it. By freezing it you can get the ice cream back and then you can eat it. Now see students, what you have seen here, the ice which was solid, after some time it melted and formed into liquid state. Again it changed first from solid to liquid and then after freezing it the liquid changed into solid. Yes, so the changes are reversible. The changes are reversible, like solid to liquid and liquid to solid. The changes can be reversed. The changes can be reversed. In our day-to-day life, we find that many changes are taking place. Some of these changes are reversible changes and some of the changes may be irreversible. Now we are going to see about reversible. We have already seen about the ice cream which can be reversed. Reversible changes are those in which changed substance is obtained back in its original form on reversing the cause of change. On reversing the cause of change. Reversible changes are those in which the changed substance can be obtained back. The change that can be reversed easily by reversing the conditions. For example, what we have done here, when the ice cream got converted into liquid on increasing the temperature, what we have done, we have decreased the temperature and we got the solid form of ice cream. Here what we have done, the change, we have reversed the change. We have reversed the change. The change that can be reversed easily by reversing the condition to obtain the original substance, original form is called reversible change. Is called reversible change. In the same way, you can take one more example. Pieces of torn or cut paper may be reused or can be recycled. This is a reversible change. On burning the paper changes into ash and smoke. We cannot obtain paper back from the ash or smoke. This is an irreversible change. See, now we will only see about first reversible changes. Pieces of torn or cut paper may be reused or can be recycled. So this is a reversible change. And what are few more examples of reversible change? We have learnt about reversible change in the form state of water. We have some different reversible changes like stretching of a rubber band, bending of a metallic wire, putting on an electric fan, radio and television, heating an iron nail to red hot stage, powdering of salt and sugar, melting of wax and butter. These all are the reversible changes. These all are reversible changes, in which we get the original substance or original form again in the same condition is called as reversible change, is called as reversible change. In expansion and contraction also we have the reversible change. Metal is a solid, water is a liquid, air is a gas. All three states of a substance expand on heating and contract on cooling. Okay, so metals expand on heating and contract on cooling. It is also a reversible change. It is also a reversible change. Now, can we get the bud back from the full bloomed flower? Now see, this is a bud. This bud has bloomed into a big, nice red flower. Okay, can we get the bud back? Can we get this bud back from this bloomed flower? Can we? No, we cannot get this bud back from this bloomed flower. So which type of change it is? It is irreversible change. It is irreversible change. It means we cannot get the original form of the substance, which we cannot get the original form of a substance. Irreversible change is that in which the change is permanent. The change is permanent, and we do not get back the original substance, and we do not get back the original substance even after reversing the cause of change. Even after reversing the cause of change, we cannot get the original substance. So this is an example of irreversible change. Irreversible change. Now students, as you know about reversible and irreversible changes, let us solve this table. See, these are the changes occurred and we have to find whether these are reversible or irreversible. Okay, see here, from a raw egg to a boiled egg, can it be reversed? Means we have an egg, we boiled it, and can the boiled egg be changed into raw egg? Can it be reversed? No, it cannot be reversed. Okay, next, from wet clothes to dry clothes. Now we have taken a shirt, we have make it wet. After making it wet, then we dry it. After drying, can we make it again wet? Yes, wet clothes can be made dry and dry clothes can be made wet. So from wet clothes to dry clothes, the change can be reversed. The change can be reversed. Yes, the change can be reversed. Next, from grain to flour. From grain to flour, you know, flour grain like wheat is changed into flour. Can flour be again changed into grain? Is it reversible? No, it is not reversible. So the changes are not reversible. From a bud to a flower, from a bud to flower, and again from flower to a bud, can it be reversed? Just now we have seen this example. Can it be reversed? No, it cannot be reversed. Next, from cold milk to hot milk. Milk can be converted from hot to cold or cold to hot? Yes. On heating or increasing temperature, the cold milk is converted into hot milk. And on cooling the temperature, the hot milk is converted into cold milk or decreasing the temperature. So can this change be reversed? Yes, this change can be reversed. This change can be reversed. Next, from a solid ice cream to a melted ice cream, and again from a melted ice cream to a solid ice cream, can the change be reversed? Can the change be reversed? Yes, it can be reversed. In the same way, students, there are many changes that we can reverse. Okay. Now you tell me a few more examples. I will ask you. You have to answer me whether it is a reverse. Can it be reversed or no? Batter to idli. See, we have prepared a batter, and after cooking, steaming it, we changed it into idli. Can idli be changed again into batter? Is it a reversible or irreversible? It is irreversible. It cannot be reversed. Okay. Next, stretch the rubber band to its normal size. Can it be reversed? After stretching a rubber band, its size increases. And after leaving it, can we get the original position of the rubber band? Yes, it means the change can be reversed. The change can be reversed. Next, now milk to paneer. From milk we get paneer. But again, can the paneer be converted into milk? No, it cannot be converted. Okay, so the change cannot be reversed. Now the last question, that is ripening of a fruit. Can the ripening of a fruit reversed? No, it cannot be reversed. It cannot be reversed. Okay. So this is a table that we studied about the reversible and irreversible changes. So we will have a quick review. There are large number of changes taking place around us continuously. Some of them can be grouped together or some of them cannot be grouped together. So the changes that can be reversed easily by reversing the conditions. By reversing the conditions to obtain a substance in its original form is called reversible change. Is called reversible change. And the examples for the same are stretching of a rubber band, yes, then bending of a metallic wire, putting on an electric fan, radio or television. In the same way, irreversible change, the change that cannot be reversed, the change that cannot be reversed even by changing the conditions to obtain a substance back to its original form. It's called irreversible change. It's called irreversible change. Examples of changes of irreversible changes are burning of wood, weathering of rocks, rusting of iron, grinding of wheat grain into flour, cooking of food, burning of crackers, yes, and growth of plants. Growth of plants. These were the examples of irreversible changes. Irreversible changes. Now I hope you all have understood about the reversible and irreversible changes. See, this is an example, stretching a rubber band. These changes can be reversed by reversing the conditions. We have expanded it, it changed its size, and if we leave it, it contracts and we get the original size of the rubber band. So stretching a rubber band is an example of reversible change. It is an example of reversible change. Next, irreversible change. Irreversible change. A change that cannot be reversed by changing the conditions is called an irreversible change. You can see here, this is a bud and it changed into a flower. Again, we cannot get a bud from a flower. In this change, we cannot get the original thing or original bird from the change. So this type of change is called as irreversible change. Irreversible change. One more example of irreversible change. Raw rice, after heating or after cooking, it is changed into cooked rice. It is changed into cooked rice. But can we get the raw rice again? No, once we cooked it, we cannot get the raw rice back. So this type of change is again called as irreversible change. It is called as irreversible change. Again, one more example, grain converted into flour. We cannot get back the grain from flour. So this is also a irreversible change. Now natural and man-made changes. You can see here volcanic eruption is a natural change. Growth of plant is a natural change. Earthquake, an earthquake or a storm or a hurricane or tsunami, these all are the changes that are the sudden changes occurring in nature, and this is the tides, high tides, low tides. These are all the changes. These are the examples of all the changes that are occurring in nature naturally. These are occurring in nature naturally. For example, volcanic eruption, growth of plants, and earthquake and tide. So these are the examples of natural changes, the changes that are happening in the nature naturally. In the nature naturally are called as natural changes. Are called as natural changes. Now man-made changes. Cooking of food. These changes are brought and controlled by human beings. The changes that we can control. For example, cooking of food. We can cook the food, we can cut the vegetables, cook it by adding spices and many things to it. So it is the man-made change. It is the man-made change. Can you tell me a few more examples of man-made change? Yes. Burning of wood is a man-made change. Cutting of forest, that is deforestation, is a man-made change. Then weaving of cloth is also a man-made change. Again, production of food grains is a man-made change, and dissolving of sugar in water is also a man-made change. So two types of changes we have studied till now. First is reversible, irreversible, and now we have studied about man-made changes and natural changes. So some of the changes occurring in nature or occurring around us are natural, and that are beyond our control are called as natural changes. And some changes occur due to human efforts and due to human beings are called as man-made changes. Examples of man-made changes are given here again. Changing the direction of river flow by building a dam is an example of a man-made change. Now see, the river is flowing in a direction, the dams are built, and the river flow by building a dam is an example. We make a dam on the river and make this water to flow towards one side. Yes, so this is a change which is caused due to human beings. Changing the direction of river flow by building a dam is an example of a man-made change. Again, here we have seen this. Deforestation by man or his own benefit is an example of man-made change. Yes, deforestation is done in many places. Trees for plants are cut for building of industries, houses, cities and many more. So this is a change which is caused due to man or caused by human beings. Physical changes. Now you can see here, it is a temporary change. It is a temporary change in which no new substance is formed. In which no new substance is formed. See, you can see a flying plane which is made out of paper. So a paper, it has changed its physical state, okay, but in this no new substance is formed. It is a paper only. Any new substance is formed from this? No, we don't have any new substance. We don't have any new substance, okay. So this is the physical change. Chemical change. A chemical change is a permanent change. Is a permanent change. A new substance is always formed during a chemical change. A new substance is always formed during a chemical change. It is usually irreversible. It is usually irreversible. In physical change, no new substance is formed. In chemical change, always a new substance is formed. A new substance is formed, and the changes may be permanent. The changes may be permanent, and it is usually irreversible. Energy is either absorbed or evolved during a chemical change. Energy is either absorbed or evolved during a chemical change. Example of chemical change, you can see here, milk is converted into curd. Milk is converted into curd. So this is a chemical change in which we got a new substance. Yes, we got a new substance. And the next example, burning of paper. When paper is burnt, we get ash. Ash is left behind after burning the paper. Ash is left behind after burning the paper. So a change in which we get the new substance. The change in which we get the new substance is called as a chemical change. You can see again, a physical change is a temporary change of state, shape, size or color. It is a temporary change. On reversing or removing the cause of change, the substances comes back to its original form. So we have studied about the changes in this lesson, about irreversible, reversible change, natural, man-made change, physical and chemical change. In the next class, we will take a quick review of all these changes, and then we will be seeing few videos, animated videos, and do few activities. Thank you, students.